Did you know that first impressions are formed in just 7 seconds? Think about it. How many times have you walked into a place and, within seconds, you knew exactly what people were thinking about you just by the way they looked at you? That's right. The way you dress, how you style your hair, even the way you walk, all of it speaks for you before you even say a word. I'm Carol, and in today's video, I want to tell you why anticipating what people will think of you could be the key to making a powerful impact both in your personal and professional life. The truth is, elegance isn't just about choosing the right outfit. It's about understanding that you can control the narrative. Want a practical example? Remember Olivia Pope from Scandal? The character dominated any room, not just with her words, but with the image she projected. Everything, from the impeccable cut of her suits to her posture, screamed authority. And you can use that same power to your advantage. If you want to be seen as a classy woman who knows what she wants and knows what she's doing, you need to start thinking about what others will perceive before you even arrive. It's not manipulation, it's strategy. And elegance is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful weapons in this game. Speaking of elegance, if you love to travel and want to be that sophisticated traveler who knows how to behave anywhere in the world, check out my ebook, Travel Elegantly: Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler. The link is in the first pinned comment. Before we continue, since 85% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, if you want to learn more about how to turn your elegance into a tool for success, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Leave a like, because here the focus is on teaching you how to be an even more powerful and profitable woman through elegance. Have you ever thought about how your hair speaks for you, even when you don't say a word? Sometimes the impact isn't so obvious, but the way you choose to style your hair can completely change how others perceive you. Let's bring in a surprising example. Kate Middleton, always so impeccable, switches between soft waves for more casual events and elegant updos for formal occasions. This variation is no coincidence. Each choice communicates something without her having to say a word. Now let's think of a bolder scenario. Angelina Jolie on the red carpet. Remember when she showed up with that sleek, middle-parted hairstyle, highlighting the power of a minimalist look? Everything about it screamed confidence. And that shows how hair, beyond being an extension of your style, can be a strategic tool. But what's even more fascinating is how hair can completely alter the way people read who we are in different contexts. Let's say you have an important meeting. Choosing a more structured hairstyle, like a tight ponytail or a firm bun, immediately conveys a message of control, decisiveness, and clarity. Your hair can reinforce the authority you want to project. If you're wearing bold makeup or more neutral clothing, your hair can complement or balance these choices, making your message even clearer. It's about using your hair as a piece of silent communication. Have you noticed how small details can completely change how others perceive you? A classic example that often goes unnoticed is the subtle shift in how we use accessories. A perfect illustration of this is Diane Keaton. When she dons her signature suits with structured cuts and neutral colors, her image exudes power and sophistication. She becomes an imposing figure, almost unshakable, conveying a strength that goes beyond words. In the same way, your hair, makeup, and even how you hold your handbag can create those nuances that completely shift the tone of your image. And that's fascinating. What may seem like a simple choice can impact how you are seen. Take a high, sleek bun, for example. It can give off the impression of an impenetrable woman, while the same bun, styled looser with a few strands falling around your face, softens the message, adding a more approachable touch. This duality isn't limited to hair or makeup. Think about the impact of something as simple as the cut of your clothes. A structured blazer with defined shoulders brings undeniable authority, evoking a powerful style. Now, picture the same look with a flowy silk blouse underneath. Even with the blazer, this softer piece can shift the entire reading of who you are, adding a layer of femininity and even romance. What many people don't realize is that these small adjustments shape how others see you and how you feel. It's not uncommon to feel more confident with a stronger look, or more connected to your feminine essence when you soften it. It's a dance between strength and delicacy, and the trick lies in knowing which facet of yourself you want to highlight for each occasion. Have you ever noticed how a simple change in hairstyle can completely transform what you're projecting? Think about the ponytail, something seemingly simple. A high ponytail can be associated with a practical, modern woman who values agility in her day-to-day life. The same style, but worn lower, gains sophistication and formality. You become a woman who seems to have thought through every detail, even with something as basic as a ponytail. But what does this really say about you? And more importantly, what do you want others to perceive? Think about how this logic can be applied in various situations. At an event like a wedding, for example, a messy bun with a few loose strands in the front conveys delicacy and a sense of romance, almost as if you're approachable and soft. Now, swap that for a sleek, low, tight bun. The interpretation shifts. You appear serious, powerful, almost unreachable. This shifting of intentions through your look is like a code that few people really notice, but everyone feels. It's the same strategy we see in characters like Claire Underwood from House of Cards, who used precise, impeccable hairstyles to reinforce her authority. Every hairstyle choice she made strengthened her sense of control, her coldness. Now imagine if she had shown up with a more relaxed bun or loose strands. The image we have of her character would be completely different. The question is, which version of yourself do you want to highlight today? These small details, like the height of a ponytail or the shape of a bun, can be the key to conveying exactly the message you want, without saying a word. Have you ever stopped to think that choosing your hairstyle can be just as strategic as selecting an argument for an important meeting? Imagine this. A woman needs to lead a presentation for a predominantly male corporate audience. She wants to be seen as an authority. Now think about the impact of perfectly styled hair, a sleek, low bun that reinforces her serious professional image. If this same woman opted for a more casual bun and laid-back look, would it have the same effect of power and control? Now, let's consider the opposite. Imagine a mother attending a parent-teacher meeting. If she arrives with a sophisticated bun and bold red lipstick, her image might be read as distant or unapproachable, which could make socializing more difficult in an environment where she wants to seem friendly and open. Loose, slightly wavy hair paired with softer makeup would help her come across as much more approachable, making interactions easier, and even opening the door to more informal conversations. This intentionality, or the lack of it, is present in every choice we make. And this is where many people fall into the trap of following trends or influencers without really considering what they're communicating. Fashion is fantastic, but without awareness, it can send a message completely different from the one you intended. The key is understanding the context. If you're attending a formal event, it's perfectly fine to opt for a more structured and sophisticated look. But if it's something more relaxed, like a children's party, a lighter hairstyle and softer makeup might be the key to creating a more friendly and welcoming image. True elegance lies in knowing how to shape your image strategically for each occasion. Few things are as powerful in visual communication as hair texture. When you choose a hairstyle, you're not just picking a style, you're crafting a narrative. Consider the difference between straight and curly hair, for example. Straight hair carries a strong connotation of power, and that's no coincidence. How many times have we seen powerful characters in TV shows or movies, especially villains, with perfectly straight hair? That choice isn't random. It communicates strength, control, and often distance. On the other hand, curly or wavy hair, especially with loose curls, immediately evokes a sense of delicacy and romance. It's the classic look of the leading lady in a soap opera, conveying vulnerability, femininity, and even a certain lightness. And this doesn't just apply to characters, but to real life as well. Meanwhile, natural afro-textured hair with its bold and striking volume communicates empowerment and attitude. It screams authenticity and strength, making it a powerful choice for someone who wants to stand out. And what about how you part your hair? It might seem like a subtle detail, but it also communicates a lot. A middle part tends to look more casual, modern, and almost urban. It's like saying, "I'm here," but naturally, without effort. On the other hand, a side part brings a classic softness, a more romantic and even elegant femininity. If you're wearing a more sensual dress, for example, parting your hair to the side can soften the look, creating a perfect visual balance. These details, from texture to how you part your hair, work like codes that you can use strategically to control how you want to be seen. And it's this intentionality that makes all the difference in your image. When we talk about style, there's a subtlety that few people notice: the balance of elegance. This balance comes from the choices we make between more powerful elements and softer ones, creating harmony between strength and femininity. Let's think of a practical example. Imagine a look with a short, tight dress, paired with sleek, middle-parted hair and bold red lipstick. What does this look communicate? Strength, sensuality, and a presence that could even be perceived as aggressive depending on the context. Now, keep the same dress, but swap the red lipstick for a clean makeup look and the sleek hair for soft waves. The message changes completely. The look now conveys something much more romantic, approachable, and delicate. This is the power of combinations. You can shape how others perceive you with small adjustments to your beauty. The opposite also holds true. Imagine a more masculine, boyish look with oversized pieces, a long blazer, and Oxford shoes. It's a bold style, but it can become more harmonious and feminine when complemented with a delicate hairstyle, like a messy bun or lightly wavy hair. This kind of balance softens the strength of the outfit and creates a powerful image without losing the feminine touch. This interplay between strength and softness is the key to elegant style. If the look is too heavy or strong, you can soften it with your hair or makeup. And the opposite is also true. If the look is too delicate, adding a bold touch with accessories or a hairstyle can bring the strength that's missing. At first, this search for balance may seem complicated. After all, with the daily rush of work, home, and family, who has time to think about hair and makeup? But with practice, it becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. These choices begin to happen automatically, and soon you'll be balancing your image effortlessly, but with lots of intentionality. The impact is noticeable, both in how you see yourself and how others see you. Today, we learned how small changes in your hair can completely transform how you're perceived, so tell me, what will you do differently from now on? Is your daily look really conveying what you want? Think about how you can use the power of hair and makeup to communicate the right message, whether in a business meeting or at a social event. If you've understood the impact these details have on your image, I want to see you applying it. And before I forget, if you enjoyed today's content, comment below with the phrase elegant hair. I'd love to know that you liked it and are ready to use these tips in your day-to-day life. Here's an important tip. Many hairstyles we use without realizing it can visually age us. Want to know how to avoid that? I recommend watching the video, 7 Hair Mistakes That Age You Significantly. It will help you spot mistakes you might not have noticed that are affecting your image, especially if your goal is to convey elegance and power. This video will complement everything we talked about today. And speaking of elegance, if you love to travel and want to be that sophisticated woman who knows how to behave anywhere in the world, check out my ebook, Travel Elegantly: Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler. The link is in the first pinned comment. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you want to learn how to use your elegance as a tool for success. Remember, elegance is profitable, and here you'll learn how to use it to your advantage. See you in the next video.